And now, welcome to Mad Mega Gaming.
Hello and welcome to Mad Mega Gaming. I'm your host, Matt, and today I'm joined by my good friends, Richy and Chris. How are you doing today, Richy?
I am doing fantastic, just enjoying a small tea right now.
Okay. How are you doing today, Chris?
Doing good. A little tired, but doing good.
Well, you had to wake up early this morning, didn't you?
Yep. Had to work late.
All right.
Gotta do
Wait,
that
how much sleep
grinding.
did you get before we get into this?
Actually, I got a decent amount of sleep. I think I got at least 6.5 hours. Not too bad.
Dude, I average about 5 to 6, so you can't complain.
Well, I'm on a business trip right now, and I'm getting more sleep than I did back at home. So.
Are you serious? Oh, that's right. You said you got like 4 hours of sleep back at home,
On average.
which is insane.
Well, that's what happens when you cook dinner at like 11 o'clock at night on a work night.
Oh my
Jeez,
gosh.
that's your fault.
Why would you do that? That's how you gain weight.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about... So it's E3 time, guys. Well, not quite. Tomorrow's E3, but like today was the pre-E3 E3 show, which was funny because the guy in the press conference had said, yeah, we're happy to be here at E3, even though EA isn't technically at E3.
Dang.
So anyways, so we're going to talk about the EA show. I watched it. I know you guys recapped it afterwards, so I'll lead the discussion. So the first note that I have on here is in all caps shovel, because the CEO of EA came out and said that you can use shovels in Battlefield 1.
That is freaking awesome.
Wait, a shovel?
Yeah, he said specifically shovel, and I was like, whoa. All right, so when Battlefield 1 comes out, I'm maining shovel. That's my only weapon I'm going to use. I don't care. I run around the field with smoke grenades or mustard gas and a shovel. That's it. That's my entire game style.
Just be really, really quick. I know, like, it's crazy because nowadays the way they make the shovel, it's literally a weapon. Like, it could be used as a spear, literally like a freaking axe. And so I guess that's where they got the concept was literally from, I'm not sure if I'm correct, but World War I, that was a huge weapon to use in the trenches. And it's sick that they're like adapting it into the game. Like, this is something that's never happened before. Like,
I think they were called
so much
T-tools back then.
Yeah,
I think they were
T-tools.
called, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually watched a movie very recently, like one of those black and white old school movies. I think World War I or World War II. And this guy was in the trenches and an enemy was coming in. He slammed him with a shovel. And superior was like, I told you you'd use that one day.
Dang. I'm literally Googling the World War I shovels right now, and I'm not gonna lie, like, that is a pretty crazy weapon. Easily, like, it could literally, like, do a huge gash into a head. Like, that's a crazy weapon they got.
All right, so the first game that they showed off, they had Titanfall 2, and they showed off some multiplayer, and they showed off some single player. Did you guys watch both the single player and the multiplayer videos?
I did, yeah.
Okay. The single player one, I think, leaked yesterday. They showed a multiplayer, and from what I saw, there's a lot more color than I think there was in Titanfall 1. I only played a little bit of Titanfall 1.
Yeah, Titanfall 1 was very bleak.
Yeah, and then this one had a lot more green and lush, and it just looked really good. That was the first thing I thought was, man, this game just has much more art style to it than the drab Titanfall 1.
So, do you know if this actually has a no kidding single player, or is it more like a Titanfall 1 single player multiplayer?
I thought you saw didn't you see the single player trailer? There's 2 different trailers. There's a single player and a multiplayer.
I saw both, but I wasn't sure if they were completely separate or not.
They were separated in the show. The single player trailer, like, you saw the guy kind of interacting with his mech, like he falls off the edge of a building and the mech like grabs him by his foot and says, "Protect the pilot" or something like that. Did you see that one? Yeah.
Protocol 3, protect the pilot.
Yeah.
Dang,
so
that's
cool.
pretty sick.
Cool.
Protocol 3, protect the pilot.
And then, like near the end of the trailer, the mech had thrown the guy at a faraway building, and it looked like you're like going to wall run off. Now that looks cool. I'm
He was
interested.
like,
Oh,
Trust me,
yes.
launch him across the map.
And
they-
That was
honestly,
really cool.
the mech design in this one just looks so much more cool. Like the other ones, they just kind of look like very grungy, kind of just ugly mechs. They looked okay, but these just look so much more cool. And like, there's so much more melee, like, crazy melee. Literally, your mech has a giant freaking sword, and you're
Oh, yeah, I saw
slicing
that in the
amongst
trailer.
other mechs. That's insane.
It seemed like they actually had a conscience in this one.
Yeah, it does.
They were talking about their missions and trying to protect his pilots. And it really reminded me of what's that movie called? One of the Jaegers.
The
Pacific Rim.
Jaegers.
Yeah, Pacific Rim. Because it was mentioning how the pilots were linked to the machines. Plus, they were a lot more fluid in their motions, which was really
Dang.
cool.
Oh
In
yeah.
Titanfall 1, they were like clunky tanks.
Yeah, they look very generic, or
Yeah.
like not generic. I guess just kind of look like mech assault kind of mechs.
Yeah, definitely. And did
And
you guys
then
see the new weapon? Like he was using like an electric sword.
Oh yeah,
Was
that's
it-
insane.
Yeah, that was the mech using that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. Looks cool.
like Optimus Prime in the second movie.
Heck yes.
So I'll admit, when I first saw a video for Titanfall 1, it didn't really strike me as a game that I'd want to get into. But Titanfall 2 definitely looks like, man, this might be the game that I want this fall is Titanfall 2. I have
I
two
really
more
enjoyed
notes
Titanfall.
here.
Titanfall 1 me was good for a week, and then afterwards, like, okay, I'm kind of doing the same thing over and
Yeah, like-
over.
The gameplay was really great. I just wish there was more variety to it,
Yeah.
which I think the second one will bring.
So I bought Titanfall 1 when it was $5 on PC. And then I tried to get into a game and I loaded into a server by myself. And I said, yep, I'm not playing this game.
Dang.
So,
Oh man,
I
I think the beta kind of got it out of everyone's system.
Yeah,
I wish I got
basically,
into it.
Because the beta
I-
was exactly the same.
It was, yeah.
I have two more notes here from Titanfall 2. Air fights. It looked like dudes were able to grapple each other midair for fight to fight, which looked really cool.
What?
Oh yeah, for multiplayer.
Yeah, and then in the mech, like one dude was like jumping over the mech, and the mech just like one shot him with a laser, which looked really cool.
Heck yes. It's amazing.
Oh, I guess I have one more note. I bet the mech sacrifices itself in the last mission of the game, and you have to like finish the last mission without the mech. It seemed like they're trying to make the mech like your partner. I bet he dies.
So it's
Oh,
gonna be
gosh.
like Baymax.
Spoilers for
He's like he's your buddy. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, and I bet he does sacrifice. It just seems like it'll probably go that way, which is fine. If it's done well, it's fine. Okay, and then
Yeah,
sign up for beta. I think starts now or soon, so
Oh,
you
really?
got to look into
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I have a few more notes on Titanfall.
Okay.
Does it
go
look
ahead.
like they had invisible abilities, or maybe some kind of ability system? Because one guy had a cloaking device. He kind of snuck up behind a guy. This one
Are
guy
you
who
serious?
used remember Mass Effect, the singularity ability?
Yeah.
Like the gravitational pull.
What? They have that?
Yeah.
Dang,
There's, like,
that is
4
legit.
pilots stuck in this like gravitational orb. It's
Holy
really cool.
crap.
I missed
Dang.
that.
And so remember the scene where they're grappling onto the top of the building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And snipes the guy. He paused midair for a second. Looked like his boosters engaged. He was
Okay.
suspended in midair.
Dang.
I thought that was cool.
That is sick.
There's also like the mega laser that Titan did.
Yeah, that's the one
Almost
I
like the
mentioned.
Hammer of Dawn.
Holy
I
crap.
think, like one shot somebody.
Like
Now-
he charged up like and
I have a question for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys were able to look at it. Now, did you guys hear anything about any kind of campaign in Titanfall 2 by any chance?
Full single player campaign.
Okay, that is awesome. Because I know a lot of people are complaining about that in Titanfall 1. It didn't have that. And honestly, that was one of the things that kind of killed it for me. Because, I mean, the multiplayer was okay, and there's like, what's the story? Why are we fighting each other? What's going on?
Well, how long
Yeah.
did Overwatch last? It's almost the same thing, except I mean, there's the characters differentiate themselves, but there's like 3 game modes and 2 maps each. It seems like.
Yeah,
I think
it's
there's enough of an underlying story and variety.
that is true.
Did you guys
I-
also see the collector's edition for Titanfall 2?
Oh no, I completely shut that stuff out because I'm not going to get tricked into buying a collector's
All
edition.
right, so first of all, it's $250.
I think the first one was 2, wasn't it?
I think that was
There's at least
300-ish.
one.
Whoa, wait. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I see different collector's editions though.
Explain it to me because I actually don't know what these look like.
Oh my
the one I saw
gosh.
is the Vanguard SRS collector's edition, and this comes with first of all
Yes.
a pilot's helmet
Wait,
with
like
a
a full
light up
helmet?
faceplate.
Yeah, the
full
full
helmet.
freaking helmet. It looks
this reminds me of the-
amazing.
Halo 3 collector's edition with a Master Chief helmet, but probably
so
better.
Wait, is it a full size helmet or is it like a Master Chief size helmet?
It looks like a full size helmet.
It almost looks like there's a
I'm not
strap
sure if you can
behind it.
actually-
You can put it
I don't
on.
think you can wear it, but maybe you can. I don't know.
That'd be insane. I would wear that everywhere, even when I take a dump.
But yeah, there's like a blue LED in the actual visor portion, which looks really cool.
I feel like it has to be worn then. It'd be cool if you could like put your phone on it, like the Fallout 4 thing is, and then it'll
that'd be
show you
sick.
like data from the game on there.
Heck
Oh yeah,
yes.
that'd be cool.
I think Fallout 4
Also-
had the Pip-Boy thing. It was a cool
Yeah.
idea.
Also comes with a 8 GB dog tag flash drive. So it's a dog tag with a little
Okay.
connector at the end of it. Aluminum cased field journal, some morale patches, which are like military unit patches, and a scarf looking thing, and 2 things. It looks like a laser sight and a strobe light for a gun.
That's random, but cool.
Okay.
Put
I
on
don't
your
remember if you told us the
shotgun.
price. I'm gonna say $350.
$250.
Okay. Well, then it's all gonna be junk. It's gonna be like the Estus Flask from the Estus Flask edition of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I expected, but it's still pretty junk. They could have
I
done
would have
so
at
much
least
more with that.
expected it to be hollow so I could actually drink from it. There's like no
Yeah, that's what
point
I
if
was
it doesn't.
expecting.
Ah.
I was excited
Whatever.
to drink some Sunny D out of that.
Well, that's what I would have done. Like
That's
throw
the
some
D.
I don't know. Make it glow somehow. Put alcohol on it, like an Incredible Hulk style. Make that shit glow. Okay. Is that all for Titanfall 2?
That's all I got.
You covered everything.
I have one note for Madden 17 that I'm glad the Raiders weren't in that trailer because the Broncos won the Super Bowl and they had to show the Broncos destroying someone. They destroyed the Chiefs. It was the best case scenario for me. So that's my only note for
Dang.
that. Because it was like a 30-second trailer. It wasn't anything. Then they got into esports. It seems like they're taking esports way more seriously. They had a decent section on it. They're talking about a Madden NFL championship that's coming up. They had 8 players that are going to be playing in that tournament come on stage.
Oh well.
And I wrote a note that says, this is better than interviewing Pele for an hour. Which it was. I was going to look into it, but I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, I mean, like, Pele's cool. But
Yeah,
I don't think he
but-
needs to be on stage being interviewed for a video game.
yeah. At a game conference, majority of people don't really care.
Okay. So I assume you guys don't have any notes for Madden 17.
Hate
I didn't even
sport
see it, so-
games. So nothing. They're just like every single year. Oh yeah, 2014, 15, 16, 17. What's the difference? A little bit of
graphics.
physics and a little bit of graphics. That is it.
Like, now that I'm getting way more into football, now I can see the appeal of it. It's like, oh, well, like they'll adjust these stats. They'll have the new rookies in. I can like play with the rookies before the season starts. And
I can see
just-
that, but yeah, I don't
Uh,
follow it, so
If I
Yeah.
had someone to play with, I'd probably pick it up. But I'd probably only play when my dad or my sister are in town. So
You
Okay,
pick it
so-
up and drop it right back down.
that's
when the
right.
game
Just
came out.
throw it, smash it on the ground. Okay, so the Bethesda conference is going on right now. I think I just read that Quake might have just got announced, but we're not going to get into that. This is the EA podcast.
All right, save that for later.
Okay, so the next part on here, the next game on here is Mass Effect. Before I talk about the trailer, I thought it was interesting that the guy that was introducing the game is in Mass Effect Andromeda. You're the alien, and when I sat there, I was like, wait, but humans were the aliens in the first game. Also, we were trying to integrate into their like star society or whatever.
Yeah.
So
that whole statement doesn't make sense because literally
like,
everyone's an alien to each other.
Well, specifically, humans were like the alien because we're like, oh, we just discovered all this other races and we're going to their planet, so we're the aliens. Whatever. They had some dev videos. They had they're showing off some in-game footage. I mean, it looks really good. They had like a mocap. The guy, did you guys see the video?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, I was not able to see it.
Okay. There's a guy that mocapped, and it looks like he was like slamming his fist on the ground. That looked really cool.
Ground slam. Yeah. And there was also the facial expression that they were showing off.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I thought that looked really good.
It looks like how it looks like how Quantum Break looked to me, where it's just like uncanny. It's getting Uncanny Valley. Like it's starting to get so real. It's offsetting to me. I don't know.
Dang.
Maybe it'll look better with in 60 frames.
It's lifelike, but just slightly off.
Yeah, and like the Uncanny Valley. The more realistic something gets, there's a certain part where it just completely is worse looking because it's so close, but it's off by just enough.
Yeah.
That you can't get into it.
Something's wrong about it.
Like Metal Gear Solid 1. Characters have no faces in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't matter.
Can't go wrong.
But you get to like MGS. I mean, I don't know. All the animations in Metal Gear Solid have looked really good, so I can't say. Did you have any notes for Mass Effect? That's all I had. They didn't show too much, just kind of. I think you're playing Shepard again. Did I catch that right?
I didn't play all of the series, so I'm not really sure where the story's at this point.
I played one and 2.
I remember at the very end,
crazy.
It looked like a FemShep woke up in some kind of sleep or something.
They're the same Shepard, but so do you guys want me to tell you what happens at the end of 3?
No, I need to run it and beat it eventually.
Okay, so I won't say anything.
Nothing.
I think I've heard of what happens, but I probably won't play it anyway. But we don't want to include spoilers.
By the time they had the From Ashes DLC, I think it was whatever the true ending DLC was, I was already out of Mass Effect 3, so I never got to play that. But yeah, did you guys have any more notes about Mass Effect 3?
Nah.
No, just that it looked really good.
Yeah, It looked amazing. And of course, Mass Effect always looks amazing.
Yeah. Well, except for Mass Effect 1, because, I had to run it at, like, no quality to get a decent frame rate. I think I've complained about that before. The next game on my list is FIFA. They spent most of the time talking about their new story mode, which actually looked pretty cool.
That actually looked really cool.
That was pretty cool.
If I liked playing soccer, or if I liked soccer at all, I might give this a shot, but...
Like, I seriously despise sport games, but I love playing sports with a fiery passion. Soccer is my all-time favorite sport. I've been watching Copa America this whole entire time.
I've been watching that too.
I honestly want to get this game because of the story mode. It is so cool. Like, that's never been done. It's sick.
Yeah, main character, Alex Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. And when he came out, because did you guys see the conference or did you guys see like the video for it?
I just saw the video.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, because they had that guy, the actor for Alex, come out and talk. And I was like, oh God, is this going to be another soccer player they're going to interview for half an hour? But it turns out he's just like the actor. I could tell within the first minute or so that he was an actor. But yeah, it looks really cool. My one thing that I have to ask about the story mode would be, are you going to be forced to lose matches to fit the narrative?
Yeah. I wonder if it alters, like, how Mass Effect, the story changes depending on what you choose to do and what you say or do. I wonder if it's like that, because that'd be insanely sick.
Well, because maybe from the video it showed like there's some animosity between the coach and the players, so it's like, are they going to be forced to lose games?
It'd be funny to play that game and just be a straight up douchebag the whole entire time.
Like Mass Effect. But maybe once you get to a certain score, they'll cut to a cutscene and they'll take the story from there or something.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah, that's like RPGs where you have to fight like an invincible character at the beginning of the game, but like you're so good you can beat it, and then the cutscene plays, and then they just like flex, and then you fall down, and then that's like it. You're just like, well, I just beat you. Why did I lose the fight? It's just
Exactly.
Did you guys see the coach? Like, I guess the big thing is that now they're putting the coaches in the game.
Oh, I saw that.
Actually, in the game.
Yeah, so like they've finally gotten the rights or whatever to use the coach's likeness and use them in the game.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So, I mean, I didn't know that's a thing. I don't even know that's a thing in Madden because I haven't played Madden since 08.
I thought that
I was
was
going to ask if any
cool.
of you guys recognize the coaches, but
No, I don't know soccer that well.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched part of it because I had to do other stuff as well. But
yeah, because they had a coach
still
come out
pretty cool.
and just say hi to the audience, and the audience is like cheering for him. I'm like, does anybody know who this guy like actually
cheering
is?
for him, and they're just like, "Who is he?"
Like, yeah, like he could be an actor, and everybody's just cheering because he's like, oh yeah, you did it. Oh, and I think I think the guy who was presenting the that part of the conference had said something pro Man U, and I heard some of the audience get a little angsty about that.
Dang.
As in, they were like fans or something, or
As in, they're not fans, and I think I forgot what he said. He said something like, "Oh, you can play as I don't know, something about Man U." He said in favor of Man U, and you could hear some audience like go, "Huh," or something. I don't know. Next game is. You have a note for FIFA?
Let's add that. Yeah. So, did you see the interview scene for FIFA?
What do you mean interview?
So there's like, I went to their website, EA's FIFA website,
Okay,
and there's
I didn't see this.
a GIF of Alex Hunter in an interview. It was kind of like Mass Effect, where you can choose your responses.
Oh,
which I thought was
wow.
really cool.
Shoot.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it was also cycling through various team uniforms, so I'm guessing you can pick whatever team you get scouted to.
I think in the video you'd switched teams at least once.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Nice.
The next game on my list was I forgot how to pronounce this. I think it's Faye.
Faye.
FIFA.
The developer said that this game's not going to have any talking. It's going to be the story's going to be told through like just like through the world and feelings or whatever. So it looked interesting.
Kind of like Journey.
Sure.
That's the vibe I got from it.
You're the PlayStation guy, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be open world. It's gonna be an open world adventure game. The animation looks really good. I love the art style. For me, it looked like the frame rate was getting really choppy when he was using certain moves. I'm sure that'll get buffed out by the time it releases, but just something that I gotta hope for. I'm definitely interested in this, and it looks interesting. What do you guys think?
I thought it looked really good. I mean, the colors and everything, the characters, the enemies. To me, like it reminded me somewhat like Spyro the Dragon for like PS1.
I can see that.
So, same with gameplay.
So I'm pretty stoked for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It looks very, very simple. It looked like it had a lot of like undertones, and it really reminded me of Journey, just like the art style and gameplay, the whole telling a story through the gameplay, no dialogue or anything like that. So I'm excited to play it.
Definitely.
It looked really cool. I felt the same way about Unravel, and then that game kind of just went by without me picking it up.
Which one was Unravel?
Unravel was the one about Yarny, and I think as you went through the world, you were undoing your yarn and using that to get through obstacles.
Oh, okay.
As the game released, I heard some things here and there about it, up and down, and then just gone.
That's one that reminded me of like a hybrid between Little Big Planet and what was that one game? Limbo?
Yeah, actually, that's. I definitely got the Little Big Planet vibe, but I can see Limbo now. Okay, This next section is going to be interesting. So this was the Star Wars update. I think they had 7 studios on screen. They're like, oh, they're all working on Star Wars games.
Jeez.
I think they're working on Knights of the Old Republic still. They're working on Galaxy of Heroes, which is their mobile game. I heard is very play to win or pay to win. They showed off a VR game / app I saw that looked like you were driving an X-wing.
Oh, that was probably Star Wars Battlefront VR missions.
Okay, then that's probably what that was.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And that was for the PlayStation VR.
Okay, yeah,
It's probably
they
going to
just
come to Steam as well.
Well, if PlayStation's paying for it, then I couldn't see it switching over. They showed off Cloud City and Lando Calrissian for Battlefront, I think.
Okay.
And then Respawn's doing a Star Wars game.
What was that?
Respawn Entertainment's doing a Star Wars game. It looked like there's lightsabers.
Oh yeah.
And then Visceral Games is making a Star Wars RPG that looked like it's set on some Tatooine-like planet, and you're playing as a guy, I think, with a robe on. Looked cool. That's all I have for Star Wars that I wrote down. It went by so fast, I didn't have the time to take anything in.
Yeah, it was pretty quick, honestly.
What was that one game? That one Star Wars game that got canceled?
1313? Was it? 1313, I think? I forgot who was making that. The one where you're the bounty hunter?
Yeah. I wish they somehow revamped that. Because that looked amazing. And that third-person game, I don't remember, actually. Yeah, I don't remember. I thought it was just LucasArts.
Okay, so that's all I have for Star Wars. Okay, last game that they showed off at the conference was Battlefield 1. It was weird because they showed like a short trailer, then the guy talked about the game, and then they showed the short trailer again but with more video. It was really weird, and I didn't understand why they split it like that. The big things that I noticed from this is they're going to have dynamic weather effects, which will change your games, which look really good. And the destruction, so like it'll be raining, and then that'll change your tactics, or it'll be bright and sunny.
Oh, cool.
Dude, that's insane.
It's really cool. They said dynamic, so maybe it'll change mid-match, but I'm not sure. I didn't get to watch any of the. I didn't get to watch any of the game streaming. Speaking of which, they're streaming people playing the game at the EA Play 32v32, and they had Snoop Dogg on, and it looked like he was totally smoking a joint.
Uh-oh. How is that even legal, I wonder?
And I was like, maybe he's just like holding it in his mouth, but like you can see for a few frames that smoke comes off of the end of it. Like, yep, he's definitely using
snuck
it.
that in. But we'll see for that dynamic weather, is that for a multiplayer as well, or just single player?
I don't think they mentioned single player. I think that was all multiplayer.
Okay, that'd be cool because I can imagine you being like a sniper, just picking everyone off, and suddenly the rain comes in and can't even see you across the map.
That'd be so cool. I hope it's like that. They didn't say it was going to be like that, I don't think. But if they say dynamic weather effects, I'm assuming it's not just, here's dust in 4 different weather environments.
Yeah. I'm seriously stoked for Battlefield 1. I mean, throughout the years, even from the beginning, Battlefield has been my favorite shooter of all time. I mean, I love how huge, gigantic the maps are. You're a sniper. You can literally snipe across the whole entire map, like 300 yards. And they put physics into the bullets. So there's bullet drop. So you kind of always got to aim higher and everything. And just see that Battlefield 1, oh my gosh, it looks ridiculous.
I wonder, since in single player at least there was horseback riding, what if that would incorporate that into multiplayer as vehicles?
I thought they were.
I have no idea.
I heard they were.
Nice.
So okay, while we're talking about horses, they showed a bunch of people on horses attacking a train. So I hope that's a multiplayer mode. Like defend the train, attack the train on horses. That'd just be so sick.
I'm not gonna lie. If I see a horse die, even if it's a virtual horse, I might cry.
I might too.
No, Bastion! You named the horse? Yes, I did name the horse.
Every horse is Roach. Remember that. Oh, that's right. You guys didn't play Witcher 3.
Yeah, I know, dude. I went right
What
over
was
I
that.
think at some point he says, someone asked him, it's like, oh, you named the horse or something like that? And he's like, I name all my horses Roach. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm taking too far. Calm down there, Buster.
Oh, and man, I hope it's It looks like the destruction's back from Battlefield Bad Company series, the Battlefield Bad Company series. The destruction looked on point.
Ooh.
Oh man,
You can
like,
literally destroy anything and everything in that game.
I know that's what I wanted to go back to. I know that certain buildings you couldn't because that would break the level, but I mean, it looks like a lot of these maps are like empty battlefields and trenches and, you know, like small outskirts of town type stuff, farms. I don't see why you couldn't go back to full destruction. What I want.
That was one thing I love about this game. Like, if there's a sniper hiding in a building, oh, you want to be a douchey? Fine, I'm just gonna blow up the building.
Do you guys have any
What do you
notes on
think about
Battlefield
the
1? Okay.
what do you think about the airplane gameplay?
Oh, the dogfights look amazing. It literally looks like a literal dogfight, and it's sick because you can have two people in a plane. One person has the machine gun in the back, firing in the back. Person flying has a machine gun in the front. Like, it looks legit.
Yeah, and in the trailer they took down that Zeppelin.
Heck yeah!
Oh, dude.
That looked good.
I saw
Burst
on
in
Reddit
flames.
that you're able to crash the Zeppelin into buildings and destroy buildings that way.
Oh,
Dang.
nice.
So that'll be cool.
crazy. So
I'm gonna say,
I thought the music was a little disappointing in that trailer.
because it sounds like
I'm not sure
Battlefield
what you
3
guys-
and 4 again.
Yeah, because I was expecting the whole World War One and Two era like propaganda music.
Oh yeah.
Instead, it had like was that Kanye?
Did they play Kanye again? I didn't.
It was
I don't
like
think I
it's like
heard it.
Battlefield 3 music, that bass.
Yeah.
But I think it was like Kanye little snippets in there.
I'll have to go watch it again. I don't remember that. What was I gonna say?
It
Oh,
just sounded a little too modern for me.
if I can't ride on the wing of a plane holding that shovel and jumping onto other planes, I'm returning the game the next day.
Being so insane. It'd be hilarious.
Or like,
Because, you know,
say,
like-
yo, fly low. Melly attacking everyone.
I'm robbing heads off with my shallow.
Well, because, like, I don't know, they show those, like, that video from one of the battlefields where the guy does a barrel roll, jumps out of the plane, shoots the guy, and then jumps in their plane. I want to do stuff like that, but with a shovel.
That'd be insane.
I don't remember that.
No, I don't know. That's like a video I feel like I see it all the time. Yeah, he does a barrel roll, does a full roll,
Do a barrel roll.
shoots
While
the
in the
guy, jumps out, shoots the guy with his, like,
Do a barrel roll.
assault rifle, and then jumps in his plane.
Oh wow, it's cool.
Any other notes for EA?
No, I think that was it. I didn't catch any of the intermission talk pieces. Was there anything interesting?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't have too much to like talk about. It was all check out this project we're working on, or stay tuned and we'll show you more about what these Star Wars studios are working on. Look through my notes one more time. Then Titanfall's coming out this year. Madden will come out this year, I assume. FIFA. Is Mass Effect this year?
I didn't check the date.
I think Battlefield's this year.
I believe Battlefield's in the fall.
Yeah, I think it is too. Oh yeah, it is, because Battlefield releases, and then the next week Titanfall 2 releases.
Oh dang.
That's right. I was like, man, guess I'm only getting one of those games.
Oh, Mass
you know,
Effect
I don't-
Andromeda is March 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, a little while.
Yeah, we'll see. I enjoyed 3. First one will always be my favorite because it had the most like RPG stuff in it, but we'll see what Andromeda does. Now that you get to play as the alien. Anything else for EA?
I think so
That's all I got.
far, that's all we got. I mean, I'm looking forward to the rest of it throughout the week, so I'm pretty stoked.
Well then, Outro. I didn't even think of an outro.
Should be EA themed or what?
And that's the Titan. Thanks for listening. My name's Matt. I'm the host. I'm your
Take it to the streets.
I'm your midair grapple guy.
Richy.
Wait, you want to restart?
No, let's keep going.
I am your guy trying to play DC Online Universe. I messed the name, but yeah,
Maybe we should restart. We ran through the end.
that was terrible. Wait, let's get it real going.
I'm not
what about,
editing this, by the way. So
You gotta edit it. What about all right, guys, stay tuned for the rest of EA. Wow,
E3.
Stay tuned for the rest of E3.
well, technically E3 hasn't started yet, so this is the pre-E3 E3 show. Anyways, and that's
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You can totally do a pun with Titanfall.
That's what I was
Just saying.
doing. I'm the Titan. We're the Titan. I'm the midair grappling guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
like
let's
Battlefield.
start it. Huh? Wait, did you want to do?
No, I was thinking grappling. I was associating that with Battlefield. Never mind.
All right, whatever. Well, that's the Super Bowl. My name's Matt. I'm the host of this podcast, and I am this week's Raiders.
And I am the guy beneath the Titan's feet who just got smashed.
Whose name is Richie?
And-
Go,
My name is Richy, by the way.
go ahead. Hurry up, Chris.
And I have no idea.
Thanks
No
for listening. Mad Mega Gaming.